Hey guys, it's Abby. I'm back with another video, and today I will be doing my March TBR. This is going to be interesting and we'll see how accurate this is. So this is kind of a little fluid and loose, but we'll see how the month plays out. I'm just overshooting because why not? Who knows, maybe I'll go crazy and read every single one of these books, but the chances of that are probably very slim considering I have a lot of schoolwork in March and my midterms are in March. And enough rambling, let's get into it. So I have mentioned in a previous video that I will be doing the Slay That series readathon, and I'm really excited. Originally I wanted to knock out like 5 books in one series, just bang bang bang. Like I really wanted to do the Lunar Chronicles or the Raven Cycle, but I don't own all those books. I don't want to have to throw down that much cash to go out and buy them all. And so I was like, don't do that. Just pick things off your shelf that will finish off a series or that are the last book that is currently out in the series. So I'm doing that instead. And for that readathon, I am reading 3 books. I wanted to do more, but I don't want to overshoot myself and I do want to be able to complete the readathon. So the books that I will be reading for that are The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. I own the 5th Wave. I read it a long time ago, so really I don't even know if I'm gonna know what's going on in this book, but I'm going to try because I know that the 3rd one is coming out this year and I want to be able to read that and finish off the trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. The Last Star, yeah, I think so. And I did really love the 5th Wave. I know that most people thought this one was really disappointing, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm not gonna let that ruin it for me, and I still want to finish the series even if this one is not the very best. The second book I'll be reading for the Slay That series readathon is Wandering Star by Romina Russell. I'm kind of cheating because I'm already almost halfway through this book, but I had put it down because I meant to read it last month, I think, and I didn't. And it's not that it wasn't good. I really am enjoying it, and the writing is so much better, and I love the characters, but I got so distracted by other books and all these new books that I bought last month. So this is one that I'll be finishing because this is the second book in the series. I don't know how many books she'll be doing in the series. Oh, I got some candle wax on this. That's not good. Please don't judge me. Anyways, I'll be doing this one. I really do enjoy this series. I know a lot of people are not big fans of it, but I think it's a really great beginning series. I know it has a lot of its flaws, but I still really love the world that's created, and I think that's worth continuing reading, so this is one of the ones I'll be reading for that. The last book that I will be reading for the Slay That series readathon is The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is the 3rd book in the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer trilogy, and I absolutely loved the first 2 books. I know people also say that this one is slightly disappointing, but I really loved these books. Like, I was obsessed with the characters, and what was the second one even called? And I remember getting this book and starting it, and I just couldn't remember anything from the first 2 books, so I stopped. But I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna try and refresh my memory and maybe look up like synopsises for the other books, and I just really want to finish this off, be done with the trilogy, own all of the books, even though I'm pretty sure I lost 2 of them. But this will just clean that one off and I will be done with that series. Now for the books that I'll read once I'm done with that readathon or before that readathon is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer from the Lunar Chronicles. I am almost done with this book. I honestly think I might finish it today. I'm enjoying it so much. It's not nearly as good as Cinder, but I can tell that this is just a lot of plot building. Like, they're building up all these characters that I know are going to end up connecting all in the end. So it's still really good, easy read, flying right through it. I just really love this series, and I get why everybody loves it, and I can't wait to finish it and buy all the other books, and it's just so good. And I don't really want to read it too quickly because I don't want it to end, which is another reason I didn't do it for the Slay That series readathon, because once I'm done with it, it's over, and I don't necessarily want it to be over. So I'm excited to read this book and move on to the next ones, because I know a lot of people love Cress, and I'm so excited to read that one. Because although I like Scarlet, she's not like my fave out of the women main characters. that I've read. She's definitely not one of my favorites. She's a little irritating, but that's okay. I'm still enjoying. The next one is one that I've also started, and I think I'm about like 90 pages in, and that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I am so excited to read this. Everyone is telling me to read it. Every time I mention it in a video, I get like 4 or 5 comments that are like, read it, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. And at first, it was a little weird because I was like, ooh, this is really like Harry Potter-esque. And I know that's the point, but I was like a little uncomfortable and it was weirding me out. But then I got used to the writing because I've never read anything by Rainbow Rowell, so I wasn't like totally comfortable with it yet. But as soon as I was like super attached to the characters. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just really excited to get to the good stuff. I know this is kind of a hunky book, but it's really fun and really easy to read, and I can't wait to finish it. And I think this is what I'll be going to after Scarlet, but then once the readathon starts, I'll do all my readathon books and then probably come back to it if I don't finish it in that amount of time. The last book that I'm hoping to read this month is one that I bought last night at like midnight because I was at the grocery store, and I never ever look at the bargain books at a grocery store. Like, that's just not, you don't usually find very good reads there. But for some reason, I don't remember why, but I went over to the bargain books just because I was like, oh, whatever. It was like 3 for $10 or something like that. And I had been hearing about this book so much. I haven't even showed you the book. Let me show you the book. It's You by Caroline Kepnes. And I've been hearing several people talk about, I hate this sticker right here. We're going to try and take it off. I have heard, ooh. While I do this, we're going to talk about it. So I've heard a lot of people talk about this book on BookTube, or at least a couple, and it's an adult thriller, and I think it's told in second person, maybe. I really don't know very much about it. I just know that people have been talking a lot about it, and I think it's about a stalker, and it's all murdery and bloody and apparently really creepy. So I'm excited, and if you want to just hear a little tidbit, on the back it says, "You're going to be so sorry when you realize what you made me do. The good news is that I have no regrets." So I think this is told from the perspective of the stalker or something like that, something along those lines. But it sounds real creepy and real cool, and I don't know why, but I've been in the mood for a little spooky read, something thrilling. So this, if I get to it, this will be really cool. And also I'm reading like all fantasy this month, and I wanted something a little different, something more contemporary. Even though this is mystery, I couldn't squeeze another contemporary in, so this is my non-fantasy, sci-fi, whatever read for the month, and I'm really excited to get to it. So those are the books I'll be reading in March, hopefully all of those. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in my next video.